So just what is SharePoint? SharePoint is a web-based platform that creates an environment in which teams of people can collaborate together on various types of projects. Things like budgets, proposals, forms, or contracts. Whatever types of projects require input from several sources. The SharePoint infrastructure is a multi-purpose platform that allows for the creation and managing of business websites, internal or private websites, and even public websites. It can be used for document and file management. It includes collaboration spaces. And it even has social networking tools, enterprise search features, and business intelligence. SharePoint can even be used as a web application development platform. But at its very heart, SharePoint is used for the collection and storing of information. Because it's a web-based program, the only thing you need to access your SharePoint is a supported web browser, such as Internet Explorer. SharePoint can help your project stay organized by providing one central location where you can access, work with, or collaborate on various parts of your project. Your site can have things like a project calendar and a task list, helping you to keep track of those important deadlines and team member schedules. You can create discussion boards and meeting spaces where people can share ideas and problem solve together. Team members can share the latest information about a project using announcements. Using the extensive business intelligence tools, you can track, analyze, forecast, and report on many aspects of your business. SharePoint also provides a central repository for any reference documents or other resources necessary for your project with its document and asset libraries. What this all means is that everything is now in one place, one easy-to-access site that has everything you and your team need to manage and collaborate on that all-important project. You'll have the instant access to most current versions of documents, up-to-the-minute news and information about the project, and easy access to your colleagues, everything you need right at your fingertips. So now let's talk about the SharePoint wheel. What is the SharePoint wheel? Well, it's right there in front of you. The SharePoint wheel is what Microsoft uses to help describe the functionality built into the SharePoint platform. The wheel refers to 6 abstract functional abilities. Number 1, sites. SharePoint allows you to create any type of website for your business, whether it's public or private. It can be an intranet, an extranet, or your full public website. Whatever you need, you can create it in SharePoint. And the great thing about it is that it does not require specialized knowledge. You don't need to be a web designer or a developer to create these websites. They can be created very simply and easily in SharePoint. SharePoint also allows for centralized location and management of these sites. That's one of the really great features of SharePoint. Number 2, communities. Community sites let people work together in ways that are most effective for them. How? By providing great collaboration tools that anyone can use to share ideas. You can organize your SharePoint environment into teams, groups, communities, by project, by location, by office or region, or any other division that is necessary. Number 3, content. Content management made easy. One centralized location for files. You can set up retention policies, check documents in and out, create a document version history that you can access, manage, and modify easily with your web browser. And SharePoint has seamless integration with Microsoft Office 2010 web apps and allows for simultaneously co-authoring and editing of documents in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote. Number 4, search. People can find the information they need easily and quickly with SharePoint's powerful and enhanced search capabilities. SharePoint uses social clues, search that is people and expertise specific to find people in context. You can search for internal and external content types, Microsoft now tells us that there are over 400 structured and unstructured content types that are supported using advanced content processing with strong linguistics. And right now, there are 85 languages supported. There is also a feature known as Fast Search, which is only available as an addition to the SharePoint Enterprise Edition, but Fast Search allows for the addition of tags and metadata to unstructured content like video and audio using linguistic and text analytic technology. Number 5, Insights. SharePoint 2010 Insights lets everyone access the business information they need to make good decisions. In other words, business intelligence. People can use the information in databases, reports, and business applications to address specific needs of the business. With SharePoint, you can create interactive dashboards and scorecards, giving users easy access to information in a familiar format that they are comfortable with. Number 6, and lastly, Composites. SharePoint provides an application platform that you can use to assemble, connect, and configure collaborative business solutions, allowing no-code solutions to complex business problems using SharePoint Designer. SharePoint also allows for custom code solutions to be deployed safely. Now let's talk a little bit about the SharePoint architecture, specifically site collections. Every implementation of SharePoint starts with a top-level or root site as part of that SharePoint web application. And the top-level site is just the first site. There's nothing special or different about it, and it can be any type of site. And each top-level site can have sub-sites below it. Now, just because it's a sub-site doesn't mean that it's any less important or that there's anything special or different about it either. It's just been created subsequently to the creation of that first site. And we can have as many sub-sites off of our top-level site as we need. And you might have already guessed, each sub-site can also have sub-sites. So as you can see, we are creating a pyramid of sites in our SharePoint environment. And all of these sites together creates what's called a site collection. Now, with each SharePoint web application, we can have multiple site collections, and they can be as big or as small as they need to be. Now, I'm often asked, why do I need multiple site collections? And the reasons for this are many and varied, but a very common reason is to create a site collection for each individual team, department, or group in an organization, each with its own administrator, permissions, user groups, site services, and features. Now, in a large organization, you may have dozens, hundreds, even thousands of SharePoint sites. And as the company grows, so will its SharePoint. And from an administrative perspective, creating new site collections is easier to manage than continually adding more subsites, which would ultimately make your site cumbersome and hard to administer. It's much easier to assign a site collection admin to each site collection rather than having one admin try to manage every aspect of every site. And that is SharePoint.